All right, D&D Sports Network. It is the Total Pharmacy Care 2026 15th Region Junior Varsity Tournament. We got you covered here with the X-Man, Tommy Coppage. And, whether it's right now or later on in the day, we got the maestro here and Chris Kidd locked in for this one. Daryl McCoy is somewhere in Eastern Kentucky. He says he'll be here as well. I'm the coach, Kevin Keithley, and Kate Nairn, the walking, you don't call it the encyclopedia anymore. Folks don't know what that is. He's the walking grok of 15th Region High School hoops. He's somewhere in the building getting ready to go, and we got you locked in. Today's the final day of the 5th annual edition here of the 15th Region JV Tournament. And up first will be Pikeville squaring off against Phelps in the quarterfinal round, and the winner of that will face Martin County in the semifinals, and that's scheduled for a 5:30. No, excuse me. That's scheduled for a 2:30 tip here today. And side note on that, Martin County High School varsity team, they play Hazard. It's senior night. They got a 6 p.m. tip. So a lot of double duty action for the Martin County coaches. They'll be here at Prestonsburg, and then they'll have to jet back to Martin County for a big 15th Region, 14th Region matchup. But first here is the quarterfinal matchup, Tommy. And yesterday, both teams, man, oh man, effort, energy, enthusiasm, they did exactly what they needed to do to get to this point in the tournament.
Yeah, I think we'll have the Final Four set here. We got 2 games first, and then we'll have the Final Four. But like you said, these 2 teams come out yesterday and stamped their name on the bracket here to continue on. So Prestonsburg got out to an early lead yesterday against Martin County, and Martin County ended up coming back and winning the game there on the end. And Pikeville was pretty dominant from start to finish yesterday. I think they may have been the most impressive team yesterday, possibly, but we'll see.
Yeah, Tommy, I agree with you. Guard play-wise, I felt like Pikeville was a step ahead of everybody else. And listen, they've got several big-time young players. You're talking about junior high. A lot of those guys are still in junior high. And when you talk about Baron Crum, you talk about Bentley Keene, you talk about Grayson Reed. Those 3 come to mind right out of the gate. Mm-hmm. And then, of course, you talk about Grant Hall's younger brother, Nolan Hall, number 11. And Nolan Hall had himself a game. I believe he was named our double quick player of the game. And Nolan is a little bit different than Grant. Folks know Grant Hall as a defender, second, third effort guy. But Nolan, more of a scoring guard, more of a combo type guy. So you'll see that today, folks, tuning in. Tell a friend to tell a friend. We're locked in here from start to finish. We're not leaving you. I may leave you. I may bounce out of here at about 2:30. And of course, we've got several hands on deck here to keep the things rolling here. Tommy will be here with you start to finish, right, Tommy?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so he's excited. He had a long day yesterday, controlling, producing, and today is the finale of everything. So we're excited. On Pikeville's sideline, the assistant coach, JV coach, is Jordan Perry. Jordan Perry was a big-time player for Morgan County, scored over 3,000 points during his career, went on and played at the University of Pikeville, where he was an all-conference performer, averaged close to 20 a game. He actually got a contract to play overseas professionally, ended up getting injured. And his dad is the head coach at Floyd Central. Matthew Perry is that. Yep. Yeah, Matthew Perry is the head coach. So Jordan Perry is leading the Pikeville JV team, and he's a good one. He's one of the best trainers in the mountains if you're looking for an individual trainer for your young student athlete. And so we're getting ready to get things going 2 minutes before the start of this one. Tommy, we're going to take a quick break. You're going to want to come right back because you never know what we may break down here, Tommy. Yesterday it was top 5 sports entertainers.
Yeah.
Yeah, come on back and join us. All right, back here, 15th Region JV Tournament, and Don Compton on the PA. Don Compton, the voice of 95.5 FM, as well as an assistant coach for Prestonsburg High School boys basketball team. So Don has plenty of time on the mic. He's a veteran at it. And, of course, Harold Tackett's running the scoreboard for Prestonsburg. Harold, the head coach of Prestonsburg High School. And Dennis, the menace, my favorite official, Tommy.
He's back at it today.
He's back at it today. Over-under on 5 walks called here in the first half. He is the walking man. And as I mentioned yesterday, he's retired more than Tom Brady. Came out of retirement, retired, came out of retirement, retired. And, no, he's one of my favorite officials, though. And he does a great job. The kids love him. We'll see where Daryl McCoy is. Daryl McCoy said, Coach, I'll be there. I believe he's having he said he had a flat tire.
He had to go to Punk's Tires right off the bat this morning, didn't he?
He had to go to Punk's Tires. And as Daryl McCoy says, don't be a punk. Go get those tires changed and aligned at Punk's Tires.
Appreciate everybody tuning in. Like and share the stream. And looks like we got a delay here.
Yeah, looks like. This facility has a tendency to leak when big-time storms come in. So it'll leak in the middle of the floor. It'll leak at that scoreboard or the big jumbotron, and it'll leak right over there where Thomas Nairn's standing. So we got a bunch of leaks, Chris Kidd, I'm telling you. So we'll see. They'll have to keep an eye on that because that's danger zone for student athletes. Yeah, that's right. Chris Kidd said Watergate. That's exactly right.
It's one of the most traveled areas on the court there.
You're exactly right.
Brandon Muncie said, let's go, Wee Man and Cole. Judy Griffith Field says, go Hornets. Oma Charles Bentley says, good luck, Hornets. Andrea Prater Blankenship says, good luck, Hornets. Them Hornets fans are tried and true, ain't they?
They are tried and true. There's quite that fan base at Phelps is as loyal to their student athletes as any fan base in the 15th region. And, man, oh, man, they're having as they mentioned yesterday, that Phelps varsity team has now won 6 in a row.
Yeah.
And Tyler Weddington's had himself a couple of weeks.
He sure has. He's been on a roll, had a 53-point performance over there against
Daryl McCoy's Belfry Pirates.
Belfry Pirates, yep.
So he had himself a career high and one of the biggest games at Phelps of the year. Big-time matchup, district implications on the line. So Phelps feeling that momentum, and it's trickling down to the JV team.
Yeah.
It looks like the starting lineups for the Pikeville Panthers, folks, will be Bentley King, number 14, Grayson Reed, number 23, Nolan Hall, number 11, Zane Varney, number 21, and it looks like Dalton Gillespie will get the start, number 15. And as I mentioned, 3 of those young men are still in junior high. They haven't even crossed that barrier from 8th to 9th grade yet. One of the top young trios of the in the mountains. And then, of course, Gillespie. I'm looking to see Nolan Hall. See if Nolan Hall's getting the start. Maybe they're just changing in and out today. They're giving different guys different opportunities. You would figure Nolan Hall would be in that starting lineup. But I don't see him as that first 5.
I'm not. Is he here?
Yeah, Nolan's over at second furthest to the bench, furthest to the bench there.
Okay.
So he is here. I see his parents here as well. And Grant is here, his older brother. And for Phelps, we know Mr. John Sicorium, he's getting a start.
Yeah.
What a game he had. And from there.
He's a big part of their varsity team, too.
Yeah, he plays a big part of their varsity. And then I believe Trey Guzlin's going to get the start, number 1. And from there, folks, they've got their guys up. Number 11 will be Peyton Hurley getting a nod today. As we mentioned, John Sicorium, number 21. Trey Guzlin, number 1. Number 14, and I can't read Caden Aaron's writing, but it looks like Brandon Howard. And number 3 is David Adkins getting the start, as well as number 12, Tayton Lane.
Andrew says, watching my number 15 Hornet from home today.
Yeah, listen, it's raining outside. Phelps that's a haul from Phelps to Prestonsburg. So D&D Sports Network got you covered here. Not a better place to, in the comfort of your recliner, sit back and enjoy. And again, this is a great event. We talked about it yesterday. A big-time platform showcase for these young men that normally don't get the spotlight put on them.
Right.
So all the hard work, all the dedication, the commitment, being the scout team for the varsity, you get your opportunity now to play on the D&D Sports Network and compete for a championship.
Right here at Prestonsburg. What's this gym called again?
It is the historic Prestonsburg Fieldhouse.
Prestonsburg Fieldhouse.
And it was just named a part. We had the Glory Road game a couple of years ago here, and it was enshrined as a historic venue for KHSAA basketball. And they've been playing here since the 50s. A lot of games played here, a lot of region tournaments played here before they moved it to the Expo. Personally, my favorite facility.
It's one of mine too, just because of the setup they got for us to set up here. I mean, can't ask for a bigger table than this.
No, you can't. Great table, great layout, and plenty of room.
You don't have to run the internet cord.
Right.
200 feet.
Yeah.
So
you can run it both ways. Now they got it set up right here, don't they, Tommy? Somewhere here close.
Yeah, it's right there.
Yeah. Whereas before you actually did have to run it to the other side. And and we'll give Daryl McCoy a couple of minutes because listen, I'm going to nickname Chris Kidd. Daryl McCoy's good at nicknames. Mr. Silver Tongue of the D&D Sports Network. He is he's got that crisp, clean, just radio magic, Tommy.
Yes, he does. He's a smooth talker, as you might say.
Sicorium right out of the gate. And you see Pikeville setting up in a Chris said, you know, what I owe you for that. Sicorium back up top. Now they go to a sagging man here. They're really overloading, trying to take away that right side drive, folks. Yeah. Look at that. Rebound by Varney on the push here. Grayson Reed. And just a little bit too much on it. Grayson Reed, his father is a local doctor in Pikeville.
Looks like I seen next year Mr. Basketball candidate, Mr. Braxton Keithley, just roll in.
Yeah, Braxton Keithley's here. He's here to support he played here for 3 years, and Martin County will be playing here at 2:30, his current team. Up top now, nice little cut. That was, by the way, that was and again, Pikeville, 2 quick turnovers here to get things started.
Nice pass there by Sicorium, wasn't it?
Yeah, Sicorium. That was a dive cut, by the way, folks, tuning in, keeping count. You win a lot of ball games with dive cuts. Back up top, man-to-man here. And, again, as you watch that, they're playing a lot of help side, really drifting over, playing 2 gaps, 3 gaps over. Phelps getting a good look at it. Off the mark on that. Nolan Hall coming away with the rebound. He's pushing right down Main Street, Nolan Hall. And a little change of the from left to right for the finish. Nolan Hall with his first bucket of the game.
Picking up where he left off yesterday.
Yeah, Sicorium looking to drive and make something happen. Back to Sicorium. Going to get a little ball screen. Back up top, now matched up with Grayson Reed. Sicorium, little spin move. Nowhere to go with it, and it's going to go back to Pikeville.
This first quarter being sponsored by Three Rivers Food Mart.
We're off and running here. Daryl McCoy says, I'm working on it now. Daryl McCoy, folks, has a flat tire over in Warfield, Kentucky. So he was scheduled to be here, and it doesn't look like Daryl McCoy. He says he'll probably be here around 1 o'clock. So 1 o'clock. So we may have Chris Kidd jump on here if he wants to. It's up to Chris Kidd. Yeah. Maybe we get another headset, or I take or you can stay on Tommy and go with Chris Kidd, or you can give me mine and I'll give him. What do you want to do?
It don't matter to me. Whatever you guys decide.
Let me hand over my headset, and I'll take yours, Tommy, for a few minutes, and we'll interchange.
All right.
Okay. Well, thank you, Coach Keithley. Again, I appreciate it. And again, the check's in the mail for all the nice comments. I mean, there's no need for that.
And we'll let Chris Kidd take the play-by-play from here.
Okay, well, thank you, Kevin. I appreciate it. As inside, nice move as Nolan Hall, he's out of the gates quick with 4 points. And a quick 4-2 lead now for Pikeville. Now, I am going to be your friendly West Virginia annoying neighbor today, okay, because, again, that's where I've been from for most of my life, in southern West Virginia, announcing with a radio station there and a couple of TV stations there. And so, Kevin, obviously, I am not as well versed on the Kentucky teams as you are, so this is a really new type of event for me, where you had this JV tournament as a big three there from Gooseland. It's Gooseland and Hall just trading buckets at the moment. But this was a JV tournament that I was not aware of in this area, because we don't have that in West Virginia. You guys have all the cool stuff.
Well,
we don't.
Well, Chris, you nailed it. Listen, this is a fairly new event, started by Prestonsburg High School, actually by Casey Huff, who's now the head coach at Hazard. And this started 5 years ago, and it just gets bigger and bigger and bigger. So a great event for these young student athletes.
It is. This is tremendous. And I learned about it, and I saw the brackets and everything else. I was like, man, we could so do this. And I was like, there's so much money to be made, so much experience for these guys to get out on the floor. And I thought you guys said it perfectly, just the fact they get a chance to compete for a championship in this venue.
Yeah, I agree. A big-time event and great for these young players.
Jackson Robinson hits the baseline jumper. Again, this single elimination tournament, as Pikeville able to get here yesterday after a big win. Phelps advancing as well. Now both trying to move into the semifinal round later on this afternoon, as get a steal here. So once again, it's that man Hall driving in. He can't finish this time at the rim. Taken away now as Sorkeren up ahead, looking underneath, trying to finish at the rim, but rejected as Lane. Gotten back by Phelps, no good. Lane will get it for a second chance, trying to tear it out of the middle, and now we're going to get a whistle.
And that was great, a ball movement by Phelps. They just couldn't convert in transition. Pass up the floor, the way you want to do it, just couldn't convert. But Phelps, the thing about Phelps is if they're going to win, Chris, they're going to beat you by effort and energy.
And you look at the way they got here. Again, Pikeville was able to defeat Betsy Lane yesterday. Phelps winners over East Ridge in order to get to this round. And the winner will move into the semifinal against Martin County later today at 2:30. So again, Martin County just waiting in the wings after they knocked off the host Prestonsburg yesterday.
Jumper. Couldn't get that one to go, but chased his own rebound down, Chris.
Nice job resetting the offense to Gooseland as he'll pound it down low, and right now just nothing on the interior for Phelps.
Gillespie said, get it out of here, Dalton Gillespie.
That is a strong name, Dalton Gillespie. That's the guy I want as my attorney one day.
That's exactly right. By the way, Chris, his aunt, who's in the stands, was a great player at Pikeville High School. She ended up signing at Eastern Kentucky University, and so she was a big-time player as well.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm very aware of EKU and a lot of the places around here like that, so that's a big deal. Again, getting to play at that level in college, I tell people all the time, I said, if you're playing D2, D3, you did a heck of a job. And I said, D1's just icing on the cake at that point. Get it far side as Hall looking for a cutter as that one got deflected, able to get it to his next man through, but this one's going to be stolen away underneath. Get good quick hands that time.
Socorum, I'm telling you, he's active, and he's a mainstay on that varsity team. So John Socorum does a lot of good things for this Phelps Hornets team.
So get it inside, little mid-range jumper, won't fall for Howard. Put back no good, and rebounded by Reed on the backside. Final 45 seconds here of the opening quarter. Trying to get into the lane is Reed. He'll kick it out. Let's see if Pikeville tries to hold it down here, maybe for a final shot. They do have the possession arrow as well to start the second quarter, so maybe get a 2-for-1 here. Now trying to drive. Nice spin into the middle by Gillespie. His turnaround won't fall, though. Now a chance here for Phelps to regain the lead as Soccerham kick it back out. Now goes down low, and good hands by Gillespie to knock that away.
And Chris, me and Daryl's battled that name for about 4 years now. I think I've got it down. It's Soccerham.
Soccerham.
Yes, I believe. Me and Daryl have battled that for a long time.
I even wrote it down phonetically and still messed it up. So, yeah, like I said, guys, I'm still a Southern West Virginia guy at heart. He'll swing over left side. Early dumps it down low. Nice cut, and that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. Soccerham, correct?
Yes, you got it.
All right, Soccerham with the bucket to give Phelps the lead after one. We'll be back after this for the 15th region tournament right here on the D&D Sports Network.
Smokey Armstrong here from United Motorsports of Belfry. Looking for your next adventure? We've got the motorcycles, side-by-sides, and ATVs needed to take your riding to the next level. Whether you're hitting the track, enjoying the trails, exploring the open road, or seeking comfort and style, we've got you covered with trusted brands like Honda, Polaris, and Kawasaki. At United Motorsports, we're not just about selling power sports. We're passionate about helping you find the perfect ride. Our team will work with you to customize your vehicle, offer expert advice, and provide top-notch service. No matter where your adventure takes you, ready to get started? Call us at 606-237-7311 or visit www.unitedmotorsportsbelfry.com or stop by today. Your next ride is waiting.
Welcome back, everybody. Chris Kidd, Coach Kevin Keithley, and Tommy Coppage here with you for the 15th region tournament here in Kentucky as these JV squads battling it out for a title today. And after one, Phelps holds a slight edge 7-6 over Pikeville. Now, again, looking to Coach Keithley to educate me as much as possible. I'm going to walk out here a Kentucky basketball savant by the end of the day. That's my goal. But looking at these two teams, tell me the history a little bit. Is there a rivalry between these two? Who do you think would be favored in this game coming in? Again, this way gives, small town Chris Kidd from Southern West Virginia a little bit of insight into Kentucky world.
Well, just they're one of the oldest standing both schools in Pike County, Phelps and Pikeville High School. So could you say it's a rivalry? Certainly. I don't think they would necessarily look at each other as that mainstay rivalry, but they are two big-time programs in the 15th region, one of the oldest, both of them. But in terms of advantage, I go Pikeville. They go deeper, and they've got their young talent can sit and develop, whereas Phelps, they're a small school, Chris, so all those young JV guys have to play up on varsity. So right now, if you're looking at just head-to-head, Pikeville would have the advantage.
That three just rolls off in the corner by Hall. It'll go to Phelps. So again, good. That's something I'm gonna try and quiz before every game.
Yeah.
Whether it's you or Daryl, if Daryl ever shows up, being lazy, trying to change a tire. I'm sure that's what he's up to. But that way I'm a little more educated. That way, everybody out there, gets to see me try and start to glom onto the knowledge of all this as we go along. Because obviously I know Logan, Chapmanville, man,
right.
A lot of those places in southern West Virginia, but I don't get out of the house very often, folks.
But these are two proud programs. They're fan bases, passionate fan bases. But Pikeville just a little deeper. And, Hall on the push.
Boy, he has just been outstanding here in this first half. His nice kick into the corner, wide open three. This one going to be short, though, from Fuller. As right now, Pikeville is getting the looks, but they aren't able to knock anything down at the moment. Phelps trying to capitalize, can't hit on the runner, and now Soccerham will be fouled on the putback.
Soccerham just has a nose for the ball, and I know that's an overly used cliche, Chris, but man, oh man, he just seems to find the basketball.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing, Coach. Again, he's just all over the place here in this first half. and he's been able to get a couple of offensive boards, defensive boards, been able to create shots for his club as he knocks down the first free throw. So again, this is a kid that you love to have on your team, just constant activity. It was. We were doing Spring Valley and Chapmanville last night, and Spring Valley, I don't know if they were just gutted from playing in that tournament at West Virginia State, but I mean, it was just no movement, no energy. They just had nothing for Chapmanville in the game, and so, you know, it's nice seeing some kids out here today that, you know, feel like they didn't just wake up 5 minutes
exactly
ago.
Right. And again, at Phelps, that's what they bring to the table, that energy and effort. And if they're going to knock off Pikeville, it'd be by that effort. And there's Barron Crum, Chris, and he can flat out shoot it.
Well, he just about gave Gillespie a concussion off that miss. He took it right to the noggin. And he'll check out here. So I guess that's good timing all the way around. Zane Varney will check into the game. Yeah, see, that was kind of my basketball career in a nutshell right there. Just either the missed shot or the off-the-head moment.
Right.
Oh, a nice hands by Hall as he picks the Corum's pocket, and he'll take it the length of the court and score.
Looking like big brother Grant Hall.
Boy, he's got 6 now, the 8 points here for Pikeville, and that ties it up as we go under 4 minutes left in the half. Wow, nice control on the way in, but Gooseland unable to finish it. Now up ahead they look. Varney trying to push inside. Spin move to the middle, and Varney puts it down.
Nice spin, nice finish.
Now Pikeville retakes the lead, and Phelps wants a timeout to talk about it here with 3:43 to go in the first half. Well, let's take a look now at our sponsors here today. And let's just see. I was going to say, you want me to try and embarrass myself first here, Coach, and just go through them?
Right.
Let's do it. Three Rivers Food Mart, TRW Vendor Market, and if I screw up, you just interject on me. El Rodeo Mexican Restaurant, Callahan Funeral Home, Total Air Control, 23 Camper Sales, Butcher's Tire and Towing, Tommy's Auto Sales, Spirit Essentials here in Kentucky, Made to Crave Mexican Grill, Giovanni's Pizza of Prestonsburg and Inez, Hilton Sales of Ivel, D&D Auto Mart, Dirty Work Septic Service, well, that's a good title.
Yeah.
Brookview Physical Therapy and Rehab, Pink Elephant Gun and Pawn, United Motorsports, Rebound Therapy, Tony Priest for Sheriff, Andrew Preston for Mayor of Paintsville, Markham for Martin, County Jailer, Larry Frisbee for District 1 Commissioner, the Aracoma Theater, Freeman Funeral Home, and Witt's Mobile Home Movers.
That's a pretty good job, Chris. Listen,
right.
You locked it in.
I was going to say, I got to lock you in. It's noon today, baby. We're going to get a foul up top on Varney as he went for that block, and I'll call that a shooting foul. So that will send Phelps to the free throw line.
I'm looking for don't believe we have a 34.
Yeah, I know. I was looking at the same thing. I'm like, they snuck him in on us here.
Yeah.
Let's take a look. Is that one just off the mark?
Let us know, folks, who number 34 is for Phelps.
Yeah, again, occasionally we have those late additions to the roster that weren't there whenever we go to check the score sheets. Because if not, by now, this would be a technical. But
yes,
both free throws off the mark. So now Pikeville's got the lead, so those two misses could loom large if they continue to capitalize, and they do as Trimble gets inside for two.
largest lead of the game for Pikeville.
Again, they started slow here, but now starting to pick it up. They've been on a run here as of late. Now they hold their largest lead, as you said, Coach, at 4 points.
Man, oh man, Chris, they're really helping on drives. They're playing deep in that lane, trying not to allow any drives.
All right, you see the hard shots Phelps having to work for now. As Hall charges in, he'll kick it out, wide open three, but this one off the mark, as that one will come down on the corner after Crum's miss. Pikeville get another opportunity and a lot of contact around the rim as Fuller gets hacked.
Yeah, going to go to the line, and you can't listen. Barron Crum for Pikeville, not going to miss many of those open looks. He's a lethal three-point shooter, and again, just in junior high, folks. Barron Crum, number 13. I like his hair. He's got the Eminem look.
Oh, I know.
Chris. Yeah, love that.
That's what I said. The real Slim Shady's here this morning.
Yes, he is.
That bleach blonde looks kind of coming back.
It
with
is,
a lot of people, I'm like, man, why is the 90s coming back around?
Yeah.
I was like, I don't know if we can go through that fashion again. Although it does mean we can get our jorts back out, or at least
That is true. Right.
12-8, Pikeville with the lead. The Panthers working around the perimeter. 2:25 left here in the first half. They skip it back cross court, dangerous pass, but it's able to find his man. Is nice floater up by Reed, and he'll get it to go.
Grayson Reed, just a nice athlete all the way around. Can do a lot of different things for Pikeville.
Again, we'd like to thank our second quarter sponsor, Total Air Control, here today. All right, now the air is definitely working here in this gymnasium. Take it away inside. As here comes Hall. Dishes off at the last second on the left baseline, kicks it back out. That's Crum. Tries to penetrate, had it knocked away. It looked like it went off his leg.
You're right on the air too, Chris. It's always it's either too hot at the field house or the air is blowing, right? It's really literally on top of us.
Yeah, and honestly, the ventilation kind of needs that whenever the gyms get hot like this and they're a little bit older. I said, because, well, if you've ever been to Harts High School down in southern West Virginia way back in the day, I said, Harry Kirk used to keep that at a balmy 120 whenever you walked into the gym. You might as well have had your bathing suit on coming in. Right. So I don't mind the air conditioning compared to that.
No, you're right.
Now looking for help here as we do finally get some word on 34. That was Trey Smith for Phelps. And inside we're going to get a travel called on Blankenship. So now this game's starting to slip a little here on Phelps as of late after that strong start. Again, only 1 point here in the second quarter thus far for Phelps.
Nice job breaking pressure.
Oh, and the alley-oop not there, but a foul called as Varney gets dragged to the ground.
Late call, but indeed the right call.
Yeah, and do you go by that adage, sometimes the officials wait to see if the bucket's good before they call it?
I think so.
And I wonder why that is. Again, I'm sure we could ask, but I guess they kind of figure it's 50-50. Maybe we'll let it go, maybe we won't.
Right.
But Varney will get the free throw to go. Yeah, I just always like Paul Westfall's adage about it, and he said either foul him or don't foul him.
That's right.
Don't let him have the chance for the three-point play. But Varney able to convert both free throws, and now Pikeville has doubled up Phelps 16-8 here in the second quarter. Phelps in desperate need of a score right now to try and stem this tide that's working against them. It's at the top of the key, Gooseland drops it in for Socorum. Tries to turn in the lane, fakes, nice move. Great job keeping his pivot foot.
Nice finish, and Socorum again. There's that man.
He's got 5 now in the first half, so he's got half the points for Phelps. So we're down to 47 seconds left here in the first half. Pikeville holding up top as Keene will get it over to Varney. Now they'll kick it back out. Wide open three. This one goes home for Keene.
Bentley Keene looking like big brother Jackson Keene, who is a senior at Pikeville. And man, oh man, can flat out shoot it.
And that's one of the aspects of Kentucky that I still have to get used to. Whenever they say that he's a 7th grader and 8th grader, I'm like, well, then what's he doing out here?
Right.
And I'm like, oh, wait, that's just us.
And I didn't see West Virginia change that, Chris. 7th, 8th graders cannot play high school basketball in West Virginia.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that's normally we're kind of monkey see, monkey do with Kentucky. Whenever Kentucky kind of adopts something, then we're like, oh, what'd you do?
Right.
We just lean over the table like, what'd you order?
Right.
So maybe this will be the same thing. Again, same thing in West Virginia. You can't play on Sunday, practice on Sunday, things of that nature, although it never really stopped as a lot of people.
Right. They still, right.
It's one of those, sure, we're not practicing,
yes.
Wink. 19-11 here with 20 seconds left in the half. Socorum able to get one of the 2 free throws. Now we'll see Pikeville try and run it down, try and get the final look of the half as they have dominated play here in this second quarter. Into the corner with 5 seconds left. They'll wheel it back out. Looking for 3 is Reed, and that one just off, as that will close out the opening 12 minutes with Pikeville jumping on Phelps in the second quarter. They lead at 19-11 as we head to intermission. We'll be back for the D&D Auto Mart halftime show after this as you're watching the 15th Region JV tournament with us right here on the D&D Sports Network. Welcome back, everybody, to the Total Pharmacy Care 2026 15th Region Junior Varsity Tournament. Chris Kidd here with you, Kevin Keithley, and Tommy Coppage, and Daryl McCoy is out, washing his tights somewhere. We don't know.
Yeah.
No, he's on his way. He said he's trying to change a tire, but, while he's not here, we're going to still poke at him for a little bit.
And I know everybody's missed Daryl, Chris, because he's been in Charleston for a week.
Yeah.
So I know the Eastern Kentucky fans probably missed Daryl on the microphone.
Yeah, I was going to say, well, we were all over there for.
Oh, you were over there too. Yeah.
I was only there for 2 of the 4 days, thankfully. Myself and James Barker, we interchanged on the Monday and Thursday, Tuesday and Wednesday. But yeah, I said those guys, they worked their butts off this past week. I said it was 14, 15-hour days.
Really a gauntlet.
Yeah. And I was done after 2 days, and I was like, I don't know how these guys are powering through, but I said, God bless them. So, maybe I shouldn't be making fun of Daryl right now.
Right.
That's a 3 from the near side. King gets his second of the game.
Bentley Keene, and that's what he does. He can knock it down from deep. A really good perimeter, long-distance guy, sniper.
He's got 6, and we'd like to thank our third quarter sponsor, Callahan Funeral Home, for helping us bring you this tournament this weekend. There's Sikorum getting inside again, and he's able to draw a foul. And right now, that's really the best option that Phelps kind of has, is giving it to Sikorum and letting him attack.
He's so quick and shifty, and a little bit smaller than the other guards. Especially their Pikeville, the guys are putting on him, so he can kind of get around and make room and create, and get in those gaps and holes.
He knocks down the first. He's got 7 for the game now, but Phelps is only 2 of 6 from the free throw line in the first half. Now they're 3 of 8 overall after that miss. Is a good save over along the far side by Gerald. Now Panthers pushing. King hits it back out. Nice little drive here. His floater off the back of the iron. No good for Robinson. Rebounded, though, by the Panthers. Out to Keene. This time the 3 short. Another offensive board, though, for Pikeville. Back up in the lane. This one off the mark. And Sikorum able to get the rebound away.
And yeah, that's what we talk about. I mean, just the ball seems to find Sikorum.
He is. He's just a hustler. And here he is getting down on the low block now, trying to attack once again. Again, creates that contact and draws the foul.
Man, oh, man, that young man's impressive. His effort and energy.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, I don't know how he's got this much energy right now, but he's getting it done on both ends of the floor. So now he'll go to the free throw line. And this will be his 4th trip there today. He's split free throws every time he's been to the charity stripes. That's 4 of 7 now overall. As checking out for Phelps, it's going to be Lane. As Trey Smith back into the game. And Sikorum able to knock down both free throws. Now back to an 8-point game as Phelps just continues to kind of linger around right now.
And that's the word, lingering, Chris. You're exactly right. Just staying around.
Yeah, it's like you look up at the scoreboard and you're like, it feels like it's a larger lead than this, but Phelps is still just right there, and there's a big miss and a rebound by Sikorum. So now a chance to get this down to 2 possessions on this trip. We're 2 minutes deep into the third quarter. And Sikorum, there he is again, able to draw the foul.
Just doing a great job initiating contact.
Again, there's 3 fouls in this quarter against Pikeville. All 3 of them have been caused by Sikorum.
In case you folks are wondering, 1:15 tip. Floyd Central, Pike Central will be coming up next.
We said you don't want to go anywhere today. It's going to be fast-paced action, game after game here from Prestonsburg High School as Keene knocks down the mid-range. That'll push the lead back to 10 now for Pikeville. He's looking in the left corner. Gooseland trapped, trying to find some help. Finally finds Smith as his release valve. Smith, lost his footing, and that'll be a travel.
Yeah, nice job by Pikeville. Kind of walled up on him a little bit. Forced him to do something that he wasn't comfortable doing.
I don't know if Varney pulled the chair out from under him or not right there, but it just looked like he stumbled enough to where he lost his balance, and now we're going to get a full timeout down on the floor. We'll take it as well with 3:27 left here in the third. Back after this as you're watching the 2026 15th Region Junior Varsity Tournament here on D&D Sports Network.
Made in America. What does that mean? It means jobs. It means craftsmanship. And when it comes to Vaughn Bassett furniture, it means value. And Kemper recognizes that. That's why they've dedicated an entire gallery to Vaughn Bassett. Made in America. See the quality. And now, see the price. Come see your favorite Kemper store in Hazard, London, or Somerset.
Willie Crace is proud to support all area teams this season and our student athletes in Floyd and Pike counties. Vote Willie Crace for state representative, a voice we can count on for the mountains.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Total Pharmacy Care 2026 15th Region Junior Varsity Tournament. Chris Kidd, Coach Kevin Keithley, and Tommy Coppage here. As it's 24-14, Pikeville leading it, looking to try and advance into the semifinal round against Martin County today at 2:30. Oh, nice backdoor cut and finish at the rim by Reed.
And there you go, Pikeville getting after it.
Yeah, they're looking to try and put the nail in the coffin perhaps here in this next couple of minutes if they can surge. As Gillespie kicks it back out into the lane. Keene, his jumper rattles out. It'll kick out of bounds, and they motion initially for Pikeville. It looks like that's where it's going to stay.
Pikeville, maybe, Chris, maybe what, kind of step slow early game, but all of a sudden you see all of a sudden now they kind of got it going. It woke up, so to speak.
Yeah, I'm like you. It seems like they were just kind of in a malaise.
Yeah.
And once second quarter started, they kicked into gear. Just stepping out of bounds was Reed trying to save that. Or no, they're going to say it was touched by Phelps before it was touched by Reed. And now 30-second timeout going to be called here by Pikeville with 2:53 to go here in the third quarter. So we'd like to thank our sponsors helping us bring you this 15th Region JV tournament this weekend. Three Rivers Food Mart, TRW Vendor Market, El Rodeo Mexican Restaurant, Callahan Funeral Home, Total Air Control, 23 Camper Sales, Butcher's Tire and Towing, Tommy's Auto Sales, Spirit Essentials in Kentucky, Made to Crave Mexican Grill, Giovanni's Pizza of Prestonsburg and Inez, Hilton Sales of Ivel, D&D Auto Mart, Dirty Work Septic Service, Brookview Physical Therapy and Rehab, Pink Elephant Gun and Pawn, United Motorsports, Rebound Therapy, Tony Priest for Sheriff, Andrew Preston for Mayor of Paintsville, Markham for Martin County Jailer, Larry Frisbee for District 1 Commissioner, the Eric Homa Theater, Freeman Funeral Home, and Witt's Mobile Home Movers. Now Pikeville will have it out of the timeout, leading it by 12 into the corner, 3 on the way, and that one just going to be short from Reed. As rebound, Reed able to tear it back now. Panthers trying to capitalize on that turnover a moment ago, and Gillespie will draw the foul.
Nice creating through contact, Dalton Gillespie. Nice job battling there. Going to go to the line.
Yeah, Gillespie's
long, every bit probably 6'6", Chris.
Yeah, and he's been battling inside all morning long here. And he's definitely been clearing a lot of space out. And I'm like you, he's got a lot of promise with his height and his length. And do you know what grade he might happen to be in?
I believe he's a sophomore.
Okay. That's what I say. He's got a couple more years to help grow. I said I always equate players like him to baby giraffes.
Yes.
I said they just need to get under control or find their control, and once they do, they become so much more difficult to deal with. Right there, you see it, able to scoop that rebound away from Smith. So give it over far side, 3 on the way, and buried by Hall.
Nolan Hall just continuing to just knock them down. Unbelievable. Had 22 yesterday and was player of the game.
He's got another 3 here for 9 points for himself after 6 in the first half. As Socorum's 3 won't fall. Rebounded by Gillespie. As Pikeville continues to extend this lead, it's up to 16. And little showtime there from Keene that went awry.
Yeah.
He tried to get the ball away from the defender and brought it back out in front and had it poked away. Gooseland To the top of the key, trying to find a lane, able to squirt through, and he'll draw a foul.
That'll be on Gerald.
Again, that was a nice job finding that little bit of space to cut into. But you just see how difficult everything is for Phelps. Again, we talked about it a little bit during halftime. Again, they're not as big as Pikeville, which makes life a lot harder trying to attack the rim. As Gooseland knocks down the first. But it's just so much harder to get into your sets, too.
It's tougher, right, as you nailed it. Just not as big, and Pikeville a little bit more athletic. And they go deeper. And, of course, subs coming. Barron Crum checking back in for Pikeville.
Yeah, they've just been coming in waves today as Gooseland splits the free throws. It's a 30-15 lead. What a find underneath. And as easy of a two as Trimble will ever get right there.
Left wide open.
Yeah, that was a great find, and Trimble, he just kind of snuck behind the defense, and no one noticed him. As Socorro, another strong take, but can't get it to fall. Now a minute 15 left in this third quarter as this lead continues to widen. Three in the corner, this one just off, but once again, offensive glass work by Trimble, and he'll put it back. So he gets back-to-back buckets and the lead up to 19 as we head to the final minute of the third. And there you see the passing lanes just so tightened by this defense.
The one thing Pikeville's done from start to finish, it took them a little bit to get going overall, but I think they've done a great job in the half court taking drives away.
It is, and whenever you shut a team's water off like that and there's only so much they're allowed to do, I mean, it just makes life so much more difficult. Gooseland able to get the bucket on the far side, 34-17. Into the middle, Crum gets fouled, and he'll go to the free throw line.
Nice jumper by Crum. For a junior high kid to have that mid-range jumper, you don't see a lot of kids at that age be able to elevate in the mid-range.
It is. It's one of those little things that goes unnoticed and, shows more maturity than one might think, just kind of having the knowledge to know when to be airborne, when not to be. And those are the little, I guess I'm going to use a 10-cent word here, well, maybe a 2-cent word would do, but like eccentricities.
Yes.
The little things that you see in some players that a lot of normal fans wouldn't notice.
Right. And
that's one of the hard things to do whenever fans are asking, why did coach do this, or why does coach have this, or why does coach have? Well, we as coaches, we're typically looking for intangibles more than anything.
Yes.
Especially when it comes to role players.
I believe they're going to get Nolan Hall on the call there.
We've had quite a few hacks here in this third quarter, as that does put Phelps now at 5 team foul, or excuse me, Pikeville at 5 team fouls. Now, the rule in West Virginia is every quarter fouls reset. Same rule here?
Yes.
Okay.
I think they went nationwide with that, 2 years ago. So every shot also is penalties, 2 shots outside of an and one opportunity.
Okay. So I don't have to be confused about that rule. Yeah, everybody in West Virginia seems to hate it. I'm the only one over there. It's like, I kind of like it.
Yeah, I like it. I'm with you. I like the change.
I did, because honestly, it felt like the halves really dragged down whenever, a team would get 5-6 fouls in the first quarter, and then the other team just be shooting the bonus basically the entire second quarter. And I feel like there's more of a flow to the game this way.
I agree.
Socorro got inside, this time trips and falls, and that'll be lost out of bounds. So Pikeville will get the final look here possibly of the third quarter. They'll also get the ball to start the fourth quarter. So they've created enough separation right now to where they can feel comfortable. And again, with these 6-minute quarters, again, time runs out on you a lot faster than it does in a normal 8-minute quarter. There's jumper on the way. That one just off at the top of the key for Fuller. And that'll do it for the third period as Pikeville extends their lead to 35-18 heading into the fourth. We'll be back after this as you're watching the Total Pharmacy Care 2026 15th Region Junior Varsity Tournament here on the D&D Sports Network.
Time out for great food. This season, everyone is stopping at Double Quick for their pregame and postgame snacks, drinks, sandwiches, and dinners. Come on in and grab a bucket of Double Quick chicken with all the sides, a real family meal for on-the-go eating. Then there's everyone's favorite, the famous Double Quick pizza rolls. Buy them 1, 2, or 6 at a time. We've got sandwiches galore, your favorite drinks, chips, and snacks, and so much more. Be sure and use your Double Quick rewards card, and good luck to all the teams from the team here at Double Quick.
You're a great outside shooter, but all the talk this year has been you driving.
It's true. I'm going to be driving a Kia Telluride from Bruce Walters Kia in Pikeville.
Right now, get a new Kia Telluride with up to $4,500 off the sticker.
So why Bruce Walters Kia in Pikeville?
Because when others won't, Walters will.
Come shop us in Pikeville or shop us online at brucewalterskia.com.
Back for the start of quarter number 4, as looks like the officials were ready, but maybe Pikeville wasn't ready. Oh, I see what it was. They had Phelps with the ball. It was actually Pikeville ball.
Yeah, I think Dennis was a little off the official there. He giving it to Phelps.
Hey, it's still first game of the day. We're all settling in here.
Yeah.
It's good. I said, you forgive us, we'll forgive you.
Right.
Pikeville's extended this lead again. Phelps led it by 1 at the end of the first quarter, but ever since then, it's been all Panthers as that turnaround off the mark for Trimble. Offensive rebound, but now stolen away by Gooseland as he'll charge in. Oh, beats it off the backboard.
Yeah,
does Trimble.
Big time block.
Woo. What a defensive effort there by Trimble. And that's what you love to see as a coach right there. Again, you have the giveaway on one end, but you get back and you try and defend it on the other. That was just all hustle right there by Trimble. Now, nice little give out to the outside. Stepping back for 3 is Varney. This one just off the mark. Nice rebound inside. Trimble battles for it again, and he earned those 2.
I'm telling you, Trimble's really battled in the interior here in the second half.
Yeah, he's got 8 points now. He's inside. That time Sikorum, another great move as he gets 2 more on the board. He's into double figures now with 11 points. He's going to get a hold in the backcourt against Gooseland. Now going to get a sub in for Phelps as Peyton Hurley back into the lineup. As David Atkins will check out. Just 5 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter.
If this score holds, and no reason to believe it won't, Chris, the semifinals on one side will be set. There's your guy again, but it will be Martin County versus Pikeville in the Final Four here at 2:30.
That 3 off the mark, saved right into the gut of Fuller as he'll get it up ahead for Crum. Crum slams on the brakes, able to turn it back out. He'll get it cross court, 3 on the way. This one just off from Hall. His long rebound will come out. Gooseland will bring it back the other way. Charges, kicks it over to Sikorum in the corner. That 3 just short. It's rebounded by Varney, and now you're just seeing both sides take it like it's a pickup game.
Exactly right. That's exactly right. Pickup game.
Inside, Varney may have got tied up for a moment, but that's going to be a walk. Yeah, and it is kind of fun whenever it descends almost into a –
yeah, when they just can play, just getting up and down the floor playing basketball.
I said even the coaches kind of start watching at that point, and I said it just does. It becomes like a park or a rec game.
Yeah. We've got some luminaries here at and I'm not talking about you, Chris.
No, God, no.
But we have the mayor of Prestonsburg, Rick Hughes, in the house sitting on the stage in a black jacket. Rick's in here to support the JV tournament. He does a great job. Also the voice of 95.5 FM.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
Hey, one of my guys.
Yeah.
Oh, Crum with a behind-the-back pass. Gillespie almost shocked. He got it in his gut, couldn't finish it. Trimble's shot off the mark.
It was a tasty dish,
Oh,
Chris.
that was. That was the blue plate special right there. Well, now he's going to try and do it himself, and he does.
Oh, my.
Oh, what a sequence for Baron Crum. You know, nothing better than having a great dish, and then you get the 3 anyway.
Oh.
That shot on the inside won't fall for Howard as ball squirts loose. Trimble has it. Now it comes loose again. Gillespie will gather it up. He'll drive inside. Count it, and the foul.
Through contact, big-time finish by Gillespie.
Wow, that was. He just drove in, and you could tell he was going to get hit. And he was still able to force that up, showing a lot of upper body strength there. Now you're going to get Keene back into the game for Pikeville. Smith back in for Phelps. And like you said, Coach, we'll have another game coming up here, 1:15.
1:15. I mean, the games all day on the D&D Sports Network. Got the JV tournament, and then you got one of the top two teams in the 15th, 14th region. It's senior night over in Inez, Kentucky. Martin County Hazard coming up at 6 p.m.
Yeah, we got all sorts of fun Kentucky basketball here on Sunday, here on the D&D Sports Network.
I mean, Chris, I didn't know this. I didn't know you could play basketball on Sunday. I thought that was a rule in Kentucky, but apparently not.
Yeah, that's one of the things that I always understood. They could play in Kentucky on Sunday, and we couldn't, and in West Virginia. So, yeah. It's, well, I said Sundays belong to Kentucky here on the D&D Sports Network.
Right.
It's inside. That one won't fall for Lane, and now we'll get a whistle. And going to get a push here, it looks like, against Phelps.
We see Pike Central has arrived for their game. Pike Central, Floyd Central coming up.
Like you said, Pike and Floyd, they'll take on Johnson Central at 3:45 in the semifinal of that bracket. And honestly, on this side of the bracket where Pikeville's at, they do have a little bit of a built-in advantage, whoever comes out of that, because the other semifinal plays, and then they're going to start right back again after that.
That's right, back-to-back.
Little floater up, no good. This one taken back. It's inside. They go to Trimble. Can't hit on the turnaround as it'll be poked out, but now they'll give it to Crum on the left side. That three's going to be short. Yeah, they kind of do that with the West Virginia Tennis State Tournament. I mean, they finally put a cap on how many matches you could play in a day, and it was 5. And I was like, 5 matches in one day. But we had kids playing 6, 7, 8 matches in a day. I said, someone's going to get hurt out here. And finally
I agree with that. Sometimes there's just too many.
Yeah, and it just always feels like the SSAC was just trying to get tennis out of the way as fast as they could. We tried to get an extra day built into the state tournament because they only give us 3 days to finish our state tournament in tennis, and we tried to get a 4th day built into where it could actually help these kids, and they just weren't having any of it. So I spent 2 years on the board at the SSAC, and I was like, I'm done with this.
Yes.
It's fun now that you're not coaching. You don't have to worry about any backlash.
That's right.
You get 47-20 here.
We got Braxton Keithley up here. He said, I want to go to the concession stand. Tell him down there you're with D&D and just get what you want. Let's go ahead.
He looks skeptical of you, Coach.
Yeah, he does. He's looking skeptical. Hey, just no junk food. You know you got a big-time game, right?
He's like, I don't know, Dad. Are you sure?
Right.
And to get our 4th quarter sponsor here today, Giovanni's Pizza of Prestonsburg. Want to thank them for being one of our main sponsors here today. It's under 1:40 left here in the 4th quarter. It's Pikeville going to advance into the semifinals as that jumper rolls out on Keene. And again, they'll take on Martin County later today at 2:30 p.m. Set 3 off the mark by Crum. Again, we've only got one more semifinal spot to set, and that is Pike Central, Floyd Central coming up next here on the D&D Sports Network. And we'll be in semifinal action coming up at 2:30 today, so we're not far off from it already, Coach.
No, listen, it's those semifinal games coming quick here. And again, I'm just curious to see how Martin County plays this with them playing at 6 o'clock back in Inez, which is a 35-minute drive.
Yeah, I was going to say I passed it on the way up here, and whenever you said that, I was like, yeah, there's no way they're going to be able to have all those kids.
Yeah.
Because you're kind of having to pick which one's more important at that point, and you can kind of figure that varsity's going to win out. As Crum puts the icing on the cake with that 3. So he's got 7 for the game, and this lead now has swelled to 30 with under 40 seconds to play now, and another steal taken away as Gerald will charge in, and he'll get himself 2. So it's just been all Pikeville ever since the first quarter. Again, Phelps scored 7 points in the first quarter. They've only scored 13 the last 3.
Chris, my question is, you got multiple guys for Pikeville that could be double quick player of the game. There's Baron Crum again.
Yeah, I'm like you. Again, that's at 9 points for him now in the game. As final 10 seconds of the game will tick off, and I guess we can try and discuss that now. Again, player of the game. Again, you got Trimble finishing with 10 here today. You had Keene with 8. Then you had Reed with 6. Hall finished with 9. Again, he got hot out of the gates early. Robinson had 2. Varney with 4. Gillespie finishing with 6. Gerald had 2, and Crum finishing with 9. So, it's like I said, it was a great team effort.
I tell you what, Chris, I tell you who we'll go with, because Crum, we'll go with Baron Crum, double quick player of the game. Okay. We'll see who Total Pharmacy Care, who they hand the MVP trophy to.
Okay, so they've had okay, I like this.
They'll do Phelps in Pikeville.
So they go with Trey Gooseland.
Yeah, congratulations to Trey Gooseland. Total Pharmacy Care, voted on by the 15th Region Commissioner, Thomas Nairn. Patton Trimble with 10 points.
And I tell you what, like we said, there was quite a few that could have made honors on either side here. And, you know, you look at Socorum finished with 11 points to lead the way for Phelps, Gooseland with 8. And ironically, they were the two that had 19 of their 20 points today.
Yeah.
So
big time performances all the way around. And Pikeville, Chris, going to meet Martin County in that semifinals game coming up at 2:30 here. And again, be interested to see how this whole thing plays out with Martin County and who's here and who's not. Chris, what a game.
Absolutely. Great way to get things started here this afternoon. We're going to step aside for a quick break, and we'll be back with Pike County Central and Floyd Central in our last quarterfinal matchup next here on the D&D Sports Network.